Alright, so we're back here at the Occoquan River, and what I'm going to do today is take the DJI Mini 3 Pro upriver and see how far I can get without losing signal. See how far I can get within reason without losing signal. I do know how far I can get with my other drones, so what I'm going to do is just go ahead and compare that and let you know basically when we're out there how far I normally get with my other drones. Now I know there's been other creators out there complaining of having lost a signal at a certain distance, maybe 300 meters or something like that. And I do know that most of them do have the, most of them but not all, do have the CE version of the DJI Mini 3 Pro. But I do have the US version, the FAA version, or FCC version, sorry. And we're just going to take it up and see how far we can get. Alright, so just stick around and we'll get right into it.
Okay, alright,
so it's extremely hot and humid out here. It's very sticky and I'm sweating like crazy, so let's go ahead and take off and head down river. Alright, so we're going to face this way. Like I said, I know how far I can go down here and lose signal before I lose signal with my other DJI drones, my Air 2S and the Mini 2. So I'm going to start recording now. Just make sure I have everything set to where I need it to. And my return home altitude, actually let me change this to feet. Actually I'm going to keep it at meters. Go to maybe 100 meters and everything else is good. And then also make sure my return to home, my loss of signal or emergency return to home is set correctly. Let's go here. This touchscreen is a little finicky. And everything's set. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and head down river. I'm recording in 4K. Let me stop this. I'm going to record in auto in 4K 24. Just make sure that's, there we go. Now let's start recording. Alright, let's head down river. We're starting out with 93%. And I do have the extended battery. And it's a little windy up here. A little windy coming through the river here. I'll put the conditions up on the screen for you. And this looks like it's kind of moving to the side a little bit. I do have the obstacle avoidance on. Let's see. Yeah, the wind is whipping through here. I do have obstacle avoidance on. Hopefully it works going through here. And as I'm going down here, what I'm going to do is, maybe take some photos. Like right about here, I'm going to take a photo. Let's switch over to photo. Stop the recording. Switch over to photo. Let's raise up. Got some birds over here, and that's what I call Buzzard Island here. Whole bunch of birds over there. There should be some standing over there or perching over there. Let's switch back to video mode and start recording again. And let's zoom in here. There should be some birds perched up there. So on the way back, I'm going to come back down low and see if I can capture some footage of the birds here. So let's zoom back out and head down here. All right, so I'm in normal mode. I do have the extended battery, and right now I have 87% battery left, and my signal is, I have full bars, and I'm at 700 meters, and I'm pointing directly at the drone. Let's go a little bit lower. Don't want to get too close to the water, but let's get close enough to where we can see some things down here. All right, so I'm starting to lose signal once I go down. Let's go back up here. All right, I think that's about comfortable height right there. So I'm losing signal because I'm down below, and I'm a little, the position of the drone where it's at right now is elevated. All right, so I regain signal. I think this is a comfortable height to keep signal. And I'm also going to record some slow-mo. I'm going to test that out as well. All right, so I'm getting good signal. Need to raise up a little bit here. Like I said, I'm going uphill, and there are some trees and everything kind of blocking my signal. All right, so this is pretty much on par to what type of signal I will get with my Mini 2 or Air 2S, even the Autel. I am kind of low, and I am behind some trees right now, and if I move over to kind of over closer to the edge where the water is, I'm physically moving over here, and my signal is just a little bit better. It came out of the red. It says I'm 51 meters in height, and we're going to take a couple more photos here. So what I'm going to do is raise up, gimbal down, back out just a little bit. Hopefully my obstacle avoidance will help me out. All right, so we're going to stop the recording, switch over the photo, and take a couple more photos. Let's switch back over to video and start recording again. All right, so with this remote, I'm glad it doesn't dim at all. Let's take a photo of this here. All right, now let's try to get back into video and record. All right, so I'm recording right now. I'm about 1,300 meters out, and I'm just going to take it just a little bit further. And right now I'm 91 meters above the takeoff point from where I'm at, but here I'm probably less. We'll raise up just a little bit more. There's some power lines out here. Raise up a little bit more, losing a little bit of signal. All right, so this is about right. Based on the positioning of where I'm at, this is about right, and I'm losing signal, so I'm going to try to back out, see if it'll come back. Okay, I'm backing out, see if I can regain signal. All right, so just going to hit the return to home. I really don't like losing a signal. I was trying to just push it until I lost a little bit of signal. But let's see if this comes back. All right, so it's coming back. All right, let's take this off. Cancel this. And I'm going to take it. Yeah, signal is still a little weak. And it's a little choppy. Let's see if I can position this a little bit better. I'm gonna have to use my instruments right now. right here on the side, the little compass. So I'm gonna take it forward, bring it down. It says and also if you see that blue dot, that's me. And you see the little arrow saying that I'm pointing, you know, in a different direction. I'm actually pointing towards the drone, and that's not accurate. I didn't do a compass calibration. Maybe I should have. Maybe that will correct it, but I'm pointing directly at the drone. As soon as we clear these trees, I'm going to come down. So we got like 1,500 meters. That's pretty much on par with what I'm normally used to. Now, if I was standing in a different location, I probably would be able to go all the way down, you know, further, but I'm not going to do it anyway. And when we get back here, we're going to get some slow-mo. So I'm bringing it down just a little bit more. And I'm using these telephone poles as a reference because I don't want to get too low. If you stare at this word a little bit, you really can't really judge how close you are to it. So I'm going to get up here, probably come out a little bit more so I won't disturb the birds over here so they won't jump out. Actually, I think, let's see if we can zoom in. Yeah, so signal's a little choppy, but you should be getting the 4K footage clearly. So let's raise up a little bit, see if I can get a better signal. All right, here we go. Now I can tell you that when I do come low a little bit on the water, I do get a better signal with my other drones. I can go low with no problem as long as I'm not like too far out. But around this distance, I should be getting a decent signal. So I'm going to, let's turn around. We're going to perch right here, and I'm going to put it in, I'm going to perch right here. I'm going to come down a little bit. Not too close, because I don't want it to land on this thing. And I'm not getting good signal, so I'm going to perch right here and do some slow-mo. So let's stop this and let's switch over to slow-mo. We're going to do 1080p 120. Let's see what this is like. And let's start recording. Let you know I'm down to 59% with the extended battery. Started at, I believe, at 97%. And based on my screen record, I can't really base it on my screen record because I started before I take off. It's around 14 minutes. So let's raise and back out, trusting my obstacle avoidance. So let's switch back over to 4K 24 to save some space. And let's record. right. Let's bring this back. We're gonna bring it back in sport mode. All right, the drone is passing right back over me. Now I'm still facing, let's see how far we can get with me facing the opposite direction. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna lose signal because there's nothing really in between me and the drone. But I'm taking it back over here to this roadway over here. All right, take it out of sport mode. And as you can see, it's in the yellow. It's asking me to, adjust my antennas. So what I'm gonna do is turn around and face the drone, and let's see. And there's a big tree right in front of me. So it seems like, the penetration of this signal is not, the greatest, because I know with my other drones, the signal, penetrates right through. It could be this remote, or I don't know. But I know with the Mini 2 and the Air 2S. All right, so now I got the signal back. Let's turn it back around. And I'm losing signal. So it appears that the antennas may be in the front of the drone. If I turn it back this way and I lose signal, turn it this way. Yeah, if I'm directly opposite of my position, I'll start losing signal. So it appears that the antennas may be in the front. And as I slowly turn this around, I don't know. I can't call it. This thing is kind of finicky. All right, there we go. Facing me, I can get the signal. It's kind of finicky. So I can't make a conclusion on where the drone, where the antennas are. I'm gonna have to research that. But I want to bring it back. I know there's a power line somewhere around here, right across, so I'm not gonna go too low. But let's make sure my obstacle avoidance is on bypass, and we're going to go forward. Okay, so alternate ending to this video. It was a little bit too hot outside, so I decided just to bring it into the studio and, change up and, get all freshened up. However, based on my test, it appears that the signal strength of the DJI Mini 3 Pro, or the signal strength between the new RC and the Mini 3 Pro, is a little bit weaker than the Mini 2. As you saw, I was able to get out to the distance that I usually get out to with my Mini 2. However, that wasn't without, constant signal breakup. Now, standing in the location I was standing and flying down the path I was flying, I should have been able to get a little bit lower on the riverbed or closer to the water without losing signal. Now, of course, as I got further out in distance, of course, the signal would have broken up a little bit because I was going upriver and uphill. So that signal definitely would have broke up, being low and further out. But in certain areas, I knew I should have been getting a better signal, but I wasn't. So it does appear that the signal strength between the new RC and the DJI Mini 3 Pro is a little weaker than that of the other drones. So there will be more tests to come. So if you found this information useful, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button and the notification bell for future content. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.